Happy Sunday. I had to think there for a minute. Is this Sunday?
Just because it's in the morning, that's the only way I can keep them all straight.
Well, yes, good morning.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get really
And good afternoon to those of you that it's afternoon, because some places it's afternoon.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Very nice. Very nice.
I liked my harmonizing last time better. It was.
Oh my goodness, Kylie Koo is here. Woohoo!
Yay.
I'm so glad. Hey, let me tell you. See, I've tempted her back onto the internet, methinks. Or at least she's, being active out there, in chat and things. Because, we have a very special hop that's coming up. So that thing that we talked about just, days ago, we made it happen. I tell you what, without Anne, Colleen, Sharon, Lisa Mingus, without all of y'all, these things just would not be doable. And certainly not doable in the amount of time that we get them doing. So, very excited about June Club. Now, that's not to say that we do not have... Alright, well, let's say hello to everybody. And then I'm going to get into the announcements. And then we've got a lot to do. With lots to do. But I want to make sure while everybody's saying hello that I can say hello back. If you do want me to say hello back, you got to say hello in the chat. That's how you do that. Thumbsy upsies on this stream if you know who we are and you like what you're seeing. Otherwise, just hang out. Then, I'll remind you. Somebody will remind you in the chat. Let's see who our participants are. Okay, I'm going to try to get this done quick here. We've got Angela, Ann, Anthony, Art Curious, that's Miriam, Heather's here, Becky, Belinda, Betsy, Carrie, Charmaine, Christy, Colleen, Dana, Depsy, Devin Rex for Art, Yolande, Eddie is here, Estella, Effie, Griffinshell, that's Rhonda, Janae, Joni, Carla, Carrie, Kyla Koo, Lori Paul is here. Good, I'm so glad you're here. We're going to show off your awesome stuff. Lydia's here. Marcia, Markle, Marta, Mary Ellen, Pages of an Art Journal. That is Christina, another one of our newbies for the June thing. I'm telling y'all, very exciting things. Patty Fulton's here. Paula, Quirky Queens. That is Kirsten, Ricky Nordmeyer. Saji is Sarah. Silver Granny, that's Lynn. Star Travel, that's Linda. Susan Steffens. Hello, I believe you've been here before, but you might be new. SWL, Texture Junkies, that is Sharon. The Shelley Studio, that's Margot. And Tracy LeBouf. Hopefully I said that right. It sounded fancy. Give me points for making it sound, good. Jolynn is listening in the background, and I believe Sandy Franklin is also. So, there we go. I even called out some people that I saw earlier in the chat. I'm going to go get over there to those announcements. Okay. Announcements, looking for my little thing here. My face is going to bright up because it's that. Okay, so that's not the one I needed to be on. There we go. Okay, one thing I wanted to let you guys know about the blogs. Our dear friend that is here in the chat, one of our Arty friends, and also now just, I don't know what is wrong with her, but I'm happy it is that she's doing amazing blogs for us. There is a link. Oh, that's Julie Torrance. Well, I'm going to get to that too because she sent us the book, the blue book. That was not the link I wanted. Why is my blog? Hold on. Tell you what. Struggling, y'all. Struggling. Here we go. This is the link to the blogs. Because I know some of you guys are like, whoa, where's the blogs? Because we call it our stories. I'm now wondering why we kind of did that, but that's what we did.
Sounded good at the time.
Yeah, now it's done, so we're going to keep it that way. We'll just, sometimes you got
the stories.
Yeah, that's right. Stories. That's blog. That's the link. Great info. Deb put up the manifesto, the paper manifesto that I love so much. She posted that over in Makers a long time ago, but it is now officially in the blog, so we can find it. It's fantastic. And then she has done 2 others. She did a spotlight feature. Some of y'all need to go over there because, hey, if you have a channel and you've done something. Hello, Alice. She says she's new and confused. We'll try to get you knowed up on things. They'll help you out in the chat. They're very friendly.
It's okay, Alice. I'm still confused and I'm here all the time.
True that. I had to come up and explain the swap and make to her a couple times. I'm like, I don't think that you have it quite yet. Let's, work through this.
And she just kept coming up and telling me the same stuff I already knew, and I said, I know that part. I need to know this other
I
part.
said, yeah, but I'm not sure where you don't know. Like, so we need to start at the beginning, and then you can kind of work through it.
I'm going to listen carefully.
Okay. So, yes, the blogs are over there. Spotlights, features, and then she did a highlight replay kind of one of the, I think it was last Sunday. That is correct. Yes, last Sunday. Awesome stuff. Super excited. So, there is that. That's one announcement done. Happy Mails. So, P has her awesome stuff from Lori Paul. Julie Torrens was so sweet and sent us the blue journal, so it's here. And Tracy LaBeouf, I just want to say thank you for your very kind words that made us both cry. And even thinking about it just makes me whoo. But I think that needed a special shout out. We're not going to read that because, dear Lord, we blubbered enough the other day. Okay, so the things that are coming up for the May calendar, because remember, tomorrow is May 1st. So be sure to watch over there, makers. You want to watch it, the little featured part, because we pop those things in there. Like we try to highlight it, and whatever's the most recent new information is going to be at the top. The other thing that is very useful, so like Anne did a post this morning for this calendar. If you just click on the hashtag, the Arty Fun, it takes you right over. And the very first thing listed there is the calendar, if you want to see all the things that are coming up. But starting on the 1st, we will have the first of the Maker Swap, hosted now by Colleen. She's going to be taking care of that, so watch out for that post. Now, that is going to be different than some of these other things, so just keep that in mind, that swap is, that's the tags, ATCs, postcards, or whatever. I don't know. I don't have a note here on exactly what it is, but Colleen, let us know, or Anne. I think Anne will know. But then on Tuesday, we have the Maker's Color Combo announced. I think it's going to be a fun one. In fact, that's a little note that I need to write to myself here. So, yes, I think that one's going to be a super fun one. I kind of got a little insider information, but that's okay. I'm allowed to have that.
I'm not, because I spill the beans all the time.
She really does. So, on Tuesday also, I am going to start the giveaway information. So I'll give more information on that, but like for the big 7,000, giveaway. Is that what we're coming up on? 6,000. 6,000. My brain, I'm really like, I don't know why 7's in there.
You need to take more ginkgo.
Maybe, yeah, or just wishful thinking, maybe. We're just gonna jump 1,000. That'd be super. Okay, so yes, and then on the 3rd. That is going to be the collage prompt. You want to watch out for that. That will be posted by Judy. Sorry. Woo, my brain today. Judy. Sorry, I'm reading and trying to talk at the same time. Bad idea. Then on the 4th, the Maker's Creative Collab. That's the May Blooming Arty thing. That there'll be an announcement, but you guys can always get started on that. I mean, that information's always there over in Makers. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group. There will be a link in the chat, either prompted by one of our mods, or sometimes Nightbot takes it upon herself to do such things, because that's what we've told her to do.
Wow. Is your tongue dried out?
I just wanted to get it all in there.
You did good.
Thanks.
You did good.
Okay. Should I go topside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You should.
Wonderful. Going topside.
Okay, now what's
Kelly.
it look like?
Well, that's like right underneath, like behind you. So if you wanted it, there you go. Scoot ever so slightly.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did that too when I was photographing it. But you guys got a little sneak peek at this in Makers too, because I did post it, but I thought it.
Yeah, and it's been in my bedroom, and it's really cool because I have the ceiling fan on, and the ceiling fan keeps the heart turning. It's on a swivel. Swivel like you fit a fishing swivel.
Yeah. Kylie, do not get overwhelmed by any of it. Just, take in whatever you can. It is a lot. We got a lot going on.
It's written down in some places, Kylie, so you can go back. I can't remember. Mariah Machine Gun talks to me all the time, and I'm just like,
hey, Ann.
I need a written form. That's why we have Ann.
Yes, and then whatever thing she's participating in, somebody usually takes care of her.
Yes.
She gets special treatment.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm
Queen.
I'm the figurehead. I don't do anything here, but I represent the product.
Ah, you make some good art.
I do.
Along the way.
Along the way. All right. Well, Lori, I just have to tell you right now, the reason that there's a little delay on your package is because I felt like it was underwhelming.
She's like, I think I need to do more for that.
I was just like, okay, I really need to step it up.
And I told her that I think a lot of you guys probably end up feeling that way. I know personally that even if I send out something above and beyond, my expectations are not that I am going to get that back. Especially for like the swaps and things. So I just, kind of wanted to drop that into y'all's ears about that. Is that, don't.
It's just special.
I think some
and
people
you should
just
expect it. You should not expect it, but you should be happy and
and I think that
and thankful.
Yeah.
And boy, was I ever. All right. Well, isn't this outside wonderful? And I love the little, this is kind of a nod back to my.
It looks like a friend.
Yeah. It is a friend. Cool cover. Love the crazing on there.
You got to hold that up into the technology. And you may want to move the little, because it's focusing in probably most on that because it's up closest. There you go. Look at that.
And I absolutely
look
at this ribbon.
Those are Susan Dufresne's poppies.
Yes.
Poppy pods.
But isn't that wonderful? Thank you for signing it. I appreciate that.
And he said, you should have seen how excited I got when... See, that's how we lure you in. With our little Arty gifts. And I told him, I said... He told me that something about, being awesome or sweet or something of that nature in a private message. And I said, oh, give it time. We're still new friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
The honeymoon.
The honeymoon. We're in the honeymoon. All right, check this out.
Hi, Susan. It's so wonderful.
Isn't it?
I mean.
So, watch this. It's just going to blow your mind.
And if you hear snoring, that's Mazzy.
What?
It's so great. I love it.
Look at those jewels.
And I love how she changed the coloring and everything. I mean, it's just so fantastic.
These little grody things here, even though my crown is quite awesome. Look at the back side.
Jada's Marie.
Isn't it just wonderful?
Yeah.
I love it. You turn it like this and you see me, Mariah, and then you're going, oh, but there's more.
Yeah, a lot of things happen over there because we just, that's unfortunately, you need a spot to coordinate in a little hub, and Facebook is that for us. I wish that we could have our own social media thing, but that seems like a whole other
other thing. Check this bag out. Now I'm not going to send this bag on anymore. I'm keeping this.
It's so funny. We love it. I was like, oh, look at that. We're getting some glassine back. We're getting the mailer back.
I don't know whether it.
Hey, Mary.
And there's a whole bunch of really wonderful, and I really need to talk to you about how you got that.
Yes, it's creepy cool. Very creepy cool. Yeah, when you see your head on, somebody's made something and your head's on it.
I don't
a
even
little
think
bit.
it's creepy. I think it's.
But no, Devin was saying like creepy cool, like love it though, like.
All right, I just
little doll things always are.
I don't know how you got this to happen.
She wants to know.
I want to know. Look at that.
Need a process on that.
I don't have any of that stuff that looks like that comes off the plate, or I'm afraid to do it. I don't know how you did that.
I think a lot of people have done that, Gayla. So it's just okay, people. I've panicked. She bought $75 worth of golden Quinn nickel azo gold.
So she's stocking up.
She's because it's just continuing or whatever.
I sometimes think it's marketing
It
ploy.
could be. It could be.
All right, now check this out.
Well, yeah. So we could do there is the community tab, but there's not like message board type
Check it
things
out.
or where we could, you know, the
Coolest thing ever.
group aspect to it. So everything is like, you know, kind of out there, and it would just be
And
posts.
It's a grungy, grody heart. Isn't it wonderful? Goes with the girls. And I don't really know how to use this thing, but I do know. Mariah had it downstairs on the table. I may
See, and I
return it.
didn't even photograph that side because I was like, oh, I don't really want to give that away, and I want you to hold it up into the technology. Look at that.
She made those little eggs that are in there.
And it's a bauble. Isn't that fantastic? Love some interactive art.
Oh, and the puzzle piece is
Uh-huh.
very special because it came from, I believe she said her grandmother. I can't remember. Anyway, a family member. It has meaning. Look at these tags. I'm so impressed with people that sew.
Yeah, Christina, it's basically just like where you can post on
Look at that.
YouTube. But that's really all it is. There
This is
isn't,
brand
I mean, and then people can comment on your posts, but there isn't like a group aspect or a separate where people can kind of create posts based on.
But isn't
group.
this cool how you can stick them in here?
So fantastic.
Oh, I love this one. I may take this one and put this in my journal. I don't think you wouldn't mind if I did that, right?
Hello, and Lucy Ames is here. I'm so glad that Lucy's here because we're going to
Look
show
at
off her
this.
trees today.
Woohoo!
This was done by Lori Paul. This was her swap for April.
Yes,
God, I'm like, are we in
this
April
is
or
the-
May yet?
This is the tag holder.
We're right here on the cusp.
What?
We're on the cusp. April, May.
Oh, I know. Yes, absolutely.
So my poor little brain
okay,
is
can
like,
I hand this across to you, Mariah?
yeah, just careful. I know, and when you grab it, it kind of pops things out or
Yeah, if you grab it just right, they kind of get...
fall out.
Hey, I put down new paper for y'all today.
She did.
Now, we're going to just go ahead and we're going to get the stencil business out of the way right off the bat, simply because I know that the things I have back here that we need to put stuff down on, pardon me, it's not going to dry in this time period anyway, so it's like a Tuesday thing.
Oh, the trees. Is that what you're- sorry.
my thing that's on the,
I was half listening.
yeah. Anyway.
Yes. Yes, Carrie. Oh my God. This last week was nuts. It was, I was struggling all week.
I'm going to try to keep these in their own.
Yeah,
in
I
their
believe it
order.
has. The book has been folded in on itself. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Isn't that cool? Okay, so we have here a Lucy Ames design. A Californian artist and fellow YouTuber. Find her channel
Oh, yep. Here, and look at her.
at lucy.ames.artist.
I'm going to put a link in because she's new. She's never been here before. Now, what's so funny is she's like, you do know I only have one video, right? Well, her one video has 28,000 views, so it ain't just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't just raw meat.
Hopefully Lucy comes back.
I love the canopy on the tree. I think it's quite marvelous. Lucy, you did good, girl. All right, now I'm assuming everything in this little batch here is, oh, I'll tell you what, Mariah.
And some of y'all may have seen Lucy on Instagram because she is over there as well. And, you know, she
And
does things with her.
We all love these strippers. I do.
Yes. And that was something that we kind of took liberty on because she had the trees and we're like, well, we want to fill up the space. And we were trying not to waste as much. I mean, you know how we are. We don't want to waste as much, or we want to have very little waste. But we also figured that people would want the outer bit of the tree because normally we would kind of fill that space in with little freebies and things of that nature. But I think in
See,
this
I
case, yeah.
really sometimes this I like better than the thing here, because it just, I don't know, it's rooty looking. And if you would use this and you'd have this down at the bottom, look
Look at
you
that.
can have the roots of your trees branching out.
A mirror image thing, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a mirror image thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
She says that tree is a block from her house.
Seriously.
Yeah, these are all based on photographs and trees that she knows.
If you still have innards, you know, the little things that are stuck in there, don't get
Don't
upset. Because, you know, I can imagine that this was a bit of a whip.
Well, I also did this like first thing this morning. Brad cut them last night because I was like, oh my God, we didn't cut the other trees.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
mess
don't-
with that.
don't
Good Lord.
mess with
All right. All right. So here's another.
So that was the Acacia.
Acacia.
Is
Yes.
that how y'all say it?
Right.
I looked it up, but I don't remember.
And this is eucalyptus. Oh, eucalyptus has cool bark. I like eucalyptus. I like the smell of eucalyptus.
A little bit goes a long way.
With Mariah, I don't mind. I think it's a component in most.
Jim says, don't worry about those inner little stickies. They come off on the gel plate anyway. then it gets stuck to your brayer, and then it becomes texture. There are a lot of there are 8 designs in all. And the trees and the little masks, those come as like just as is. And now there are a few designs that come in the different sizes, the 9x12, 8x10. I only cut Brad cut. And
I like the linear quality of this. You did good on that.
Hey, Brad did that.
And he didn't even consult me. He did.
I know. Look at him doing things without consulting you.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. The tree outer bits are kind of like the alien babies.
They are.
But these are the big parents.
Yeah, mom and dad.
Yeah, this is the...
All right, this one is Ginkgo. Ginkgo grande.
Marcia, yeah, she says, I love the tree stencils so much. She had gone over, because they've been in the shop for a little bit, and some people have already purchased it, so some of y'all might even have these. Susan Anderson's starting a new wish list. We have that now available on our new website. Hey, Judy. Oh, yeah. They've been asking for trees for a while. That almost looks like a leaf.
It does.
I think some cool things could be done with the outer bit, and we will send that.
I'm pleased that you're including those.
We didn't photograph it because we didn't want to take away from the design, but you will get your outer bit with these particular ones.
Lucas Valley Oak.
Brad wanted to say, I'm listening. I'm here. He's at a birthday party.
Oh, I love this one. Look at that branch.
Oh, yeah,
right
there's some
there.
great little branchy pieces. And we were a little worried, like, when we saw the designs, we were like, oh, we hoped that they were all thick enough that, like, you could keep that. Because sometimes those little wispy details...
Yeah, they get lost in the cutter. Look, there's a worm.
They get eaten up. There's a little worm on there saying hello. Well, actually, there's a big worm. He ate all the leaves.
Wow, this is an interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is... You know, keep these. These will be wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
For a Halloween collage. Or even just, you know...
She made her husband pull over to take a picture of that Lucas Valley oak. You're our kind of lady.
Absolutely. Now, if you've been out there picking up sticks...
Oh, yes. Give a tree for Mother's Day. Or tell your family you want a tree. But stencil tree.
Absolutely.
It is cheaper.
Yuba oak. I'm just impressed that these all have
I know.
nomenclature.
Yeah, we probably, if it was us, we would have been like tree 1, tree 2. That's usually how we do things.
Ah, this is really nice. Does it take a long time to cut this?
I know, they cut really pretty quickly.
Because I'm just thinking fan
there's a
coral.
Oh, not fan coral, because fan coral's jaggedy. See,
Okay.
that's what slows the whole thing down. When they're nice, clean. Yeah, I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Oh, Kylie says that one mask looked like African upside down tree. Can't remember its name.
Baobab.
Baobab.
The one that has big fat. Yeah, and they're like hundreds of years old.
Oh, the Yuba oak, because she saw it right next to the Yuba River.
Oh.
It was her very first tree stencil. See, I'm so glad you're here, because see, we wouldn't have given these cool details. We've been like, here's the Yuba oak.
Here's the tree. Oh. See? It's so, I mean, just look at that edge there. Oh, I just love that so much. Love it so much.
That's it, P. You knew what it was. The baobab.
Baobab. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yes. So now
Oh.
these, we only like I said, we only cut the 8 by 10.
Okay,
but
you know
they
what
are.
I'm going to do with this, don't
She's
you?
excited.
Long haul.
Long haul that tree.
Long haul.
These will be available. They are in the 5 by 7, 8 by 10, and 9 by 12.
Oh yeah, we got a few little.
Oh, looks like a fairy dress. That might have been the last one.
It
Because
is.
remember, there's a delay.
Yes. This is. Oh no. It's
But
not.
what Carrie,
yes,
Carrie said, as far as like the design on that other one, I think that's what he was saying.
Oh. All right. Well, you know I'm loving that.
Yes, and I think that those outer bits on the ones, so when you get the tree masks, those outer bits are going to be great for Frankenstenciling.
Oh yeah, definitely. Purple Beach. And Oak Grove. I gotta get
And
my
they do,
pen.
they all have a different feel to them. So we just couldn't say no to any one of them. So we're like, we're going to do them all.
I just, you know, I mean, why not? It's different trees are going to appeal to different people for different purposes.
Yeah. Or
We-
have sentimental, I think. You know, trees have a lot of meaning, feelings. You know, people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Baobab, Gretchen photographed some in her trip to Botswana in September. Very cool
There
tree.
you go.
Would love to see some of those, Gretchen.
We certainly would.
Oh, Lisa Mingus says use the goddess stencils and the tree branches for skirts.
Oh,
Very nice.
absolutely. Of course. Oh, and here we have a grove. Boy, you sure didn't.
Yes, the Oak Grove. And this one comes, even though it's a mask, we did it in the 8 by 10 or 5 by 7, 8 by 10, and 9 by 12.
Oh, that's going to be a nice one too. This would be a nice one for long haul.
Yeah.
Lots of nice little areas there to texturize.
Hello, Jamie. Oh, Jamie ordered the trees. She had some on her way.
This could be, turn it this way. You've got.
Oh, and it could be very underwater. Yeah, I think that certainly some of these
Oh,
can
yes,
be
you
used
could-
for all sorts
Like
of things.
this could be coral.
Yeah,
This could be coral under the water.
definitely.
Corally.
Oh, or little fishies and things could be.
I love this one. I just see legs here.
It does look like. And some cats. There's a cat at the end.
It's kind of a chunky one.
There's always one. She uses the Grove. Lucy uses the Grove stencil all the time. And Rhonda says it looks like sweet potatoes.
Well, yeah, remember that was what we decided with.
And Deb C says standing ovation for the trees.
Absolutely.
Yes, Lucy, thank you. Thank you for interesting them. When I first reached out to her, because I was like, just some chick off the internet. She's like, my first thought is a no. But now I'm kind of thinking, and I was like, all right, good. I got, she's...
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. But we do promise to take good care of you.
Yes.
It's not a... a fly-by-night, you know.
Yeah,
We plan on being here for a while. Well, I don't
That's
know
the plan.
how long I'm going to be here, but Mariah will be here.
Izzy will be.
All right. Wonderful. I've got to put this someplace where I can...
Hey, Arty Dar.
All right, I'm putting it on the shelf above the big gel print. Because I want to play with those trees. I want to play with those trees. All right, now I'm going to get back to this just simply because I feel like we should finish
Oh,
it.
here. The trees leaf me breathless. Eddie makes art.
I have a whole little
Yeah, the
thing in a
leaf things.
journal, a leaf page that I'll have to add that one to my
This leaves me breathless.
leaf me breathless. It's best if you do a little lispy thing
Yeah,
there.
that's kind of how Izzy says things.
All right, now, you remember I put these other things, and I'll show you what I've done about the cutouts and cut-ups. So I put some... Oh, and I want to talk about that, too. I put it on the tray here because, you know, there's certain greens that work.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not all... I saved this is one of those little cards that Mariah sticks into your orders. But I saved this one out specifically because you can see this green is a good green to use with the pink if you don't want it to neutral out. You can still see. And I think the reason is because it's blue shade. Right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the green I used here. But I think
And to me, this is actually like, you know, this leans turquoise teal-ish. And that's why it is a better green. Now, when it starts getting all froggy.
And see, I like froggy.
I know you do.
And they have it on here. See, there's the yellow, and there's the blue. And you can see when they're next to each other. Of course, you know the packaging, that's not. I should swatch all those out.
Well, we've been teasing these for a little while, Maya.
Yeah. All right, well, I just wanted to mention that.
Did we say a big
Oh,
thank
this
you?
is-
Hey, did we say a big thank you to Maya and all the snacks and wonderful things?
Well, I think I'm pretty
Maya,
sure.
thank you
Maya?
very much for the snacks
Yeah.
and things.
I'm not
She's
gonna-
hidden them.
Well, actually, I've pretty much consumed. There's still.
I saw them arrive.
There's some of the chewy things still left. There's
So
some,
her and Izzy have just...
There's some. I know Izzy because she doesn't like nuts. That's really great. Just
Some
send
things with
candy.
nuts.
Make sure it's nutty. Then I won't have to worry about sharing it.
So wrong.
It was that toffee bark
Oh,
stuff.
Deb wants to know, is that... Here, we'll get back on topic here. Is that phthalo green? The blue shade one?
Yes, phthalo green blue shade. Yes, ma'am. That's it. It's a good one to use if you don't want to, you know. This is a good thing to do with the boho stuff because it doesn't, you know, brown out your pink. Anyway, all right. So I put it down here, and for what you can see, it did a good job sticking to the places where the paint was, but it didn't stick very well. For what? You know, I might not have shaken it up good enough.
I think it's
probably
some with the balls
operator
in
error.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got that high flow stuff because it's got that other stuff in it. But
Oh, and
here's-
do we need to turn on, because we've been kind of just holding back, sorry. Well, the Mother's Day thing, and I want to answer that, because
Oh,
people may
gosh,
want
yes.
gift cards. We can add it to the shop. We just have been kind of, because it's an added thing that, like, it's a service that we have to pay for. So we've just been kind of, you know, holding off. But if that is really something that many of you want, we can talk about getting that implemented.
Well, I don't even
Mainly
know.
for Anne.
Oh,
and her
everybody's
family.
is everybody reading Anne's stuff except for me?
Well, Anne wants that because she likes to let her family know that she wants PMR to studio money. Yeah.
You know, it is really great because some people, you know, I used to tell Nathan. He says, "Mom, I don't know what to get you. You're just so weird."
See, and I always know what to get her. I'm like, yeah, that's totally.
You go to Goodwill.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really, and most of the stuff at the store.
And we feel the same way about him because it's like we don't want to.
I'm not gonna buy him another Nike shirt.
Or some.
I just absolutely refuse.
Yeah.
So, I just give them a gift certificate.
True that.
Just saves everybody a lot of grief. Okay, I remember I told you I was going to do it. I did it. But I didn't just do this. Because I really felt like I needed little pieces and parts. And I think I can safely turn this over without it sticking to the paper. Because I want to show you what I'm talking about. We will get some paint on here, I promise. All right, so Brad made me these little things, which I love them.
And they're available in the shops.
And
they're
they are
not just for Pete.
They're not, yeah, they weren't just for me. But now what I did with that other half of this little jobber.
The bigger one, actually.
Is I cut it in force and did a little work on the edge. But see how wonderful that is when you're talking about, you know, getting into tight spaces.
Do you guys want little triangle-y pieces as well? We can do that.
And then what I did with these, because I thought that they were a little blunt, is I just cut off another outside layer. So I'd have different sizes. But you can do that to yours also, Tom Bien. What?
That's funny. Some funny stuff. So Colleen, she says, I think she's talking about her husband, has learned well. He now occasionally says, you have a credit card. He's resigned to the fact that I'm just going to basically do what she wants and, you know, all of that. So, yeah. And then, I don't know what is going on over there on the YouTube thing. That was a little weird. But then, Deb C says, oh my gosh, the quarters. Oh, the corners.
The corners.
Quarters.
I know. And, you know,
we could call them quarter corners.
Here's what you could do. You could sort of, you know, do a butterfly thing.
Yeah.
And if you cut up one of these little jobbers, you could have the top part. You know, can you visualize that?
Paula says laced pizza.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you know me, and it doesn't matter what design it is. If I see that it needs something else, I can do that. Now, I do not know. I have mixed feelings about doing this little one like that. I kind of want.
Oh, Colleen, I like where you're thinking. She says, okay, well, but that would be for June. We also need to, remember that we still have the bloom in May. Arty.
I know, blooming. And I've got some ideas on that.
But people are getting real pumped up about the June thing, which is the old is new, so.
Oh, I know, but I was thinking about, because I've seen people do these really wonderful collages and with their papers. And Carrie mentioned this the other day. He alluded to Elizabeth St. Hilaire and her multiple, layers. And remember, we did that. I don't know when we did it, but
a little while back.
Yeah. Anyway, what I want to do today, because I do have some other papers back over here that have a layer on them. And I thought we might just go ahead after we decide what we're going to put down here, which I'm really leaning towards gold. And that means I'm going to have to mix up some, because I won't be able to get it on this big plate without it drying out first. So I'll have to mix it with some retardant.
Okay.
All right, now, come on now, wasn't that fun? Where am I going to put that? I'll put that
if you have, now remember the Feathery Eye, these are the Feathery Eye mandalas. They are still only available as exclusive right now. But I can't remember the exact date.
Diaper head.
Well, I know, 8 weeks. They've been out for almost 2 weeks now, so 6 weeks ish.
Well,
hey, we want the perks for our,
for our peeps,
perky people. Hey, Louise.
I've been watching.
Well, we showed off a whole forest of trees, so yes, you need to come back and watch the beginning, and some great happy mail swap business. One of the other things I wanted to mention. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. That just prompted my brain there. On the sign up, remember, you have until the 5th for the June swap and make. The June thing is a swap the pieces. You make something, you keep it. Also, I forgot in all of my excitement about it to mention in the post, would you please go back and alter your comment to include which country you were in, and if you want to,
Anne always says that.
yeah, stay in country, or if you're willing to, you know, swap everywhere. You know. I'm new at this. the managing part of that whole business.
And, you know, I think it's interesting. Carrie, he's just such a... He's so more meticulous. And
well, I think it's easier for people to follow his instructions.
yes, and I'm so happy he does that, because he does it over what I do, and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. I should have said that. Why didn't I say that?
That was really informative.
I just slap some paint on and imagine that y'all know what's going on.
Oh, so funny.
And you know what the first 3 letters of assume.
Now, our YouTuber people, that's a little bit different. My YouTube swapping makers. I will be setting who you swap with, and I do think I'm going to keep it perhaps within country. I don't know. Just so that way, mailing-wise, it will get there a little bit faster. But with Miriam being in Israel,
yeah,
I don't know that she's our only one in Israel. But
well,
that's...
I thought you had somebody else that you couldn't get stuff to. Maybe
Oh, that was an order.
Oh.
See, this is why I don't tell you things.
Okay. Yeah, the address was not.
Yeah, there's a whole kerfuffle about things and trying to figure out things. I know we need another YouTuber in Israel. You know anybody, Miriam? We need to branch out there.
We need to recruit somebody.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a bit anxious that this is not enough, and I know I really hate to waste my golden, but I'd rather, you know, use it somewhere else and not have enough to cover this big old plate.
Well, at least with the whole keeping things to the 6x9 envelope, because we're very serious about this, y'all, both on the YouTubers and on the makers non-YouTuber side of the June swap and make. It must be in a 6x9 or smaller. Hey, good things come in small sizes too. So if you got a smaller envelope, that's fine. 3 things of your choice. 3. Only 3. I know it's going to be hard.
Yeah, well, you just need to be very selective.
Yes.
All right. Well, that plate was already mucked about anyway, so.
Oh, she knows somebody. Okay, we'll talk. Yeah, I mean, let us know. Now, remember, their channels have to be at least 100 subscribers or more. And then we will need them to partake in the May collab inside of Makers as a non-YouTuber first. That's the rules. We're sticking to the rules. But yeah, if you want to reach out, let me know.
Because it's Israel, we might make it an exception, since we are really, you know, begging somebody to do something. I always think you should make exceptions. Exceptions for things like that.
Yeah, when you're like, hey, I really need you, but.
All right, I'm going to just go with it and try to get the main parts here and pull off the rest of that.
Yeah, you guys are fab. Fab, Paula. Her and Yonka.
Yeah.
Is that right? Do I say that right? I know I've asked that before, but I never remember seeing the answer. So. Do the swap items need to be related to the prompt, or can it be anything? I believe that it can be anything, because I think that you don't necessarily want to limit those items, because really this is kind of like materials. So I think that if those 3 things coordinated with one another, that's why I said that I think that is important. So don't go too crazy with very different things that would be hard to put together.
Dadgummit.
Because you can use those, you have to use those 3 items, and you can use whatever else along with it.
Yeah. It's totally up to you. But these are the ones that you're not going to send. These are the ones you're going to keep. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so this is why it's a swap and make. I guess it should be a swap, make, and keep.
I lost that dude over
Yeah, you
there.
did.
I'm
It's okay.
really irked about that. I'm, gonna not say bad words or anything, but I want to.
Okay. Sugar biscuits.
I'm being very. And see, we're gonna leave this on, so I'll just leave that on there. Leave that on there. Turn it over and look at it.
Well, I mean, we're always interested in adding new YouTubers to the collab. So, if you guys know anybody or you yourself as a YouTuber, if you have over 100 subscribers, you are interested in doing any of the Makers Creative collabs, reach out to me or to Sharon. Please, because we love adding new people.
All right.
Eddie's saying bad words for you.
He thinks what?
He's saying bad words for you.
Bless you.
Don't think that those two things go together, but okay.
It irritates the dog do out of me. That I can't, I'm here struggling with getting paper in the right spot on the plate now.
Because some people just aren't interested in doing, these little collab hop things, or they aren't maybe interested in doing the swap part of it. There are different things, but yeah.
All this going on.
Either on, the best place is like Facebook Messenger, but you can also reach me on Instagram, PM Artist Studio, on all of those things, but.
All right.
Or Mariah on Facebook. Or you can email me. Here, I'll put in my
I think
email.
that's going to work splendidly. The reason I'm putting this down here is because I want to put a stencil over the top of it. I just don't know which one I want to put over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about it. And that might be okay. But see, here's the thing. This is really fat. So, and I don't have that much interesting down there right now anyway. So I need something that's got more.
Hey, you know what? If it's a 3D item that could fit maybe in a bubble, a 6x9 bubble envelope, I think that would be okay.
Alright, this is the same stencil.
Gretchen said, P has an impressive scowl going on instead of bad words. See, her face says it all, really.
And that's what Izzy says. You're yelling at me with your eyes, JJ. Okay, I think this will be a good one to do after this one. Okay, now, what I'm saying here is, this was the big one that I did. Now this is the next size of the same stencil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to reverse out. And that's why I put this paper underneath it so I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay? There was method to the madness there. Alright, so we've got blue down here and orange up here. And we're just going to do it just exactly the opposite to see what it's going to do.
And I also am saying that with the 6x9 envelope, if you want to send it regular postage, that is totally fine. Because I feel like a lot of people in Makers, we're kind of an established swapping group, or certainly within these swaps. So I feel like, unless you're just dead set on that tracking, I am personally.
Most letters, you don't lose them. The things that get lost are packages that look cool. Don't make your envelope really cool. Make it just,
plain
brown paper bag, and they won't think it's
put the cool stuff on. Well, you should, if you want to make it really cool, then fold it up, and all the cool stuff can be on the inside.
Yeah, there you go.
Just make it look like a bill.
Now, I think that's especially true of some people that, live in...
Oh, yes. Different areas.
Like Mexico or whatever.
They
people steal their mail.
Oh,
and I don't know if it
happens here too, but
steal it out of the box, or
I don't think
postman
I don't ever think it gets there.
I've got a kind of a bad place on my plate there, I say.
Mm-hmm. That looks lovely. Awesome.
Oh. What am I
doing?
thinking?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? What am
I
I
don't
doing?
know.
She's got to be smarter than the paper. I struggle with that. All right, where's my
I'm just going to reach out.
napkin? Because I really want to push. Push.
Yes, as Yuta says, if you want, you can take a photo that you are mailing it as proof that it has been mailed. Oh! So Deb sees is that people in their neighborhood, or she has people at night that come by and check the mailboxes. Her husband put an alarm on the mailbox so it notifies them when it's open.
Wow. See, I looked at it and I could see some of those little dots are the hardest things in the world to get to come through there. You just have to. This is where you're elephant stomping.
Yes, you can totally do that, Silver Granny. And in fact, like, if you take your mailer, cut it up, and you can kind of turn it inside out, like if you want the tape on the inside. I've done that.
Look at that.
Ooh. I love it.
All right, now we're going to pull this up. Let me see which way I went, so I want to go the opposite way. I'm not worried about lining it up. In fact, I don't want it to line up. I want it not to line up. Well, I certainly did a good job on that, didn't I? Off by an inch. You can lay your thing down and and do it just the opposite. There you go. 3 layers. Bada bada boom.
Oh, Kylie says that they can ask the post office for a proof of posting receipt. That doesn't cost anything. So it's like standard mail, but it's like, hey, I've sent it.
Oh.
I mean, that's, yes, you can do that. Like, if you don't want to just get, I like the stamps, personally. I love sending y'all things with the stamps, because I think stamps are cool.
I don't know that I'm going to need that again, but we'll definitely need that. Just put that over there. Maybe it won't be getting in the way. All right, I've got some wonderful stuff on the plate here, but I'm going to just go ahead and put this aside and let that dry and have that kind of be one of those ghosty images.
Ooh, whatever one of those paints had a smell to it. I'm smelling it.
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, it had to be the Pebeo. That's all I've used so far. All right, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to see if I can find something that we can do. Matthew?
That's funny. So Paula, she sits there in the Netherlands. Hey, would you shush? Hey, it's okay. Whoever it is, they'll once they walk by, it'll be fine.
Messy.
You leave it.
She's the voice.
I'm not snoring and barking today. Sorry, guys. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Mazzy?
I'm just,
So rude.
yeah, we were yelling at the dog.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was going to read Paula's thing because it's pretty hilarious. So they have things stolen regularly, and she says that when her mom sends her things, she marks it sanitary towels. Like sanitary napkins, you know.
Oh, yeah. Or you could put worm droppings. That should be
Hey, that happened, I think, to Ann Lar. It was either Ann Lar or Carol that Amazon sent her something, and the thing was empty. And she's like, and I didn't know how to, she didn't know how to, like, put in the right thing. It's like, I received it, sort of. I received an envelope, but nothing was in it. Yeah.
This is one of those really dry, fast colors, so I don't know how this is going to work, but, you know, we're just messing around here, right?
Oh, Maya got something from Anthony. Wonderful.
Oh.
Gretchen's dog perked up when she heard Mazzy. No, just people walking by. How dare they? Oh, it was Ann Lar. Yeah, so she had the same thing happen. Maybe it's an Ann thing. Could be a conspiracy.
This is a really boring. Boring brown print.
Yeah. You're spicing it up.
I'm spicing it up. I mean, I think it's got about 13 layers on it.
It's been in a few streams, I'll tell you that.
You know, we just keep bringing it around.
Uh-huh.
Well, look at that.
Ooh. I love that.
I know. Isn't that great?
That's great.
All right. Now we're going to take this yellow jobber from Miriam and hopefully... Oh, I don't think so. I think that we're going to have to let that dry and do a pull. This paint, wonderful color. You just can't beat this color. But it dries in a New York minute.
I love that.
So we will just allow this to do its thing over here. It probably, I mean, actually, it's probably almost dry. And you can see the little glossy areas where it is still a little bit wet, but most of it is not at all. Oh, we've got some wonderful little ookies here. Ooh, that's nice. One more. Yeah, that stuff dries quick. Quick. Okay, we've got that one. We'll use that one on that one. All right, let's look at this one.
Hello, Gina. She's thinking about getting some of that golden soon. You won't regret it. I know it is pricey, but...
Yeah, and it does last a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had this for, what, a year?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of stashed with it. I use the cheap stuff most of the time.
It just feels like something good's about to happen.
All right, now let's do this. I think that this is, and I can't tell you who I saw do this, but it was somebody. So that you can kind of decide, you know, what do you want to happen underneath. Well, we've already got some turquoise stuff on here, and that's going to come off.
I like it.
Because this is going to be I don't know. I may pull it up right
Why don't
away.
you just put some of that shimmery stuff down and call it a day?
Well, I want to show people how to, you know, do the layering, Mariah. You obviously don't understand what's going on here.
Okay.
Because we were talking about that. All right, so we've got those pink layers down below.
I was prepared to modify your plan. Lucy says that she loves the golden open paints because her climate is too dry for the fast drying paints. She's in California, so yeah. That makes sense.
Sometimes I do, but you know, it's so weird here in Texas. One day you can have 10% humidity and the next day 100. It just, you know, it's irritating. All right, I don't know if I want to use this or not. I think I'm going to, this is, I love this.
That's funny, Carla.
Permanent Rose is a wonderful color. It's ever so slightly transparent. And I really think for this one, I'm going to go with this jobber.
We don't have any of the Nova paints, but I've heard good things.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pull out my little palette here. And Carrie, he cleans his off each time.
I know.
Carrie, I just wished I could be more like you. I'm just...
I tell her that there's good, like, we need a P in the world and we need a Carrie in the world. Because there's, you know, all people of all sorts.
That's right. All right, now the reason I'm doing this is because I want to double print it like I did a while ago. You know, pull it off and then slightly... Oh, that's probably plenty. What am I doing here? Poofing out a whole bunch. But I want to make sure that my pink is very opaque. So I am going to shoot out some zinc white.
Oh, Carrie says, P, I wish I could be more like you, wise and stylish.
Oh, you are such a sweetheart. Well, I just wished I could be a little more exacting because I think sometimes my results would be more predictable.
A little bit. But I think overall, and this is said across...
And that's why I watch you, Carrie, so I can learn what it is I did.
We loved the long haul video. I told her, I was like,
Oh,
you've got to watch
it was. And I was just, I was with you on, holding my breath and going,
I know. He sounded
beautiful.
so
Please
good, too.
let it come off there. Isn't that weird? I mean,
Yeah.
You know you've got some serious problems when, the highlight of your life is sitting around and
Waiting for that really good pull.
For good pulls. Jeez. All right, that isn't quite light enough yet. So you can always add more white, but you can't take it out.
Lucy uses the Nova paint for jelly printing with her young students. So that's one of the cool things that Lucy has a studio there on her property, and she does classes for kids. Do you do classes for adult people too? I mean, I really loved that whole idea with the kids, and it looks like a really fun, cool place.
How close does she live? Can we send our child?
California.
Oh.
You want a kid for, a week?
Yeah, can you do a camp?
Camp. Can she stay? I mean, we'll pay for food and everything.
We'll send supplies.
Yeah, we could send her, with a whole suitcase full of stuff. Like, oh my God, you don't even know me and try to send your kid off. We just need a week,
Yeah,
we're trying to plan it out or something.
Signed up for all the Bible schools.
Well, I could only do one. A lot of them nowadays do nighttime, like just 2-hour things. And I'm like, that's not getting done what we want to get done. I'm sure they've figured that out, that a lot of people just want to send their kids for the summer because it's like, I need a break.
Now, I don't really know what happened there. We've got 2 different colors.
Yeah, I like it.
It's ombre-ing. I don't know why it's ombre-ing. I didn't ombre it.
You didn't plan that?
I did not ombre it. Okay. Now I need to shut up. I did put... This is what, I always try to do this on...
Anne says, don't scare her away. We like her stencils. We are coming on a little strong. Sorry.
we love our baby.
Mm-hmm. We just sometimes need breaks.
We're just really ready for... all right, now I'm not pushing on that excessively. Oh my God.
Oh, so she doesn't have enough time for adult classes, though many of the moms and dads want to stay with their kids. She teaches 3 days a week in the public schools.
Oh, well that's interesting.
She's got a full timing.
All right, I'm going to just pull this jobber up. I wanted to go with blue on this, but I think the pink's going to be nice also.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and she just opened the Jelly Arts plate that she won. There is no stickiness to it. Get that bugger conditioned. That's how the one the 9x12 that P got.
I conditioned it right away. I just felt like it was old.
Mm-hmm. Just been sitting around.
And the bigger ones I think probably are. Well, that's probably going to be we're going to have to render.
I do like it though.
It's got squishy.
It's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild, but look at that blue in there. Isn't that going to be great? Yeah, I should have taken a little bit more off of that. All right, let's bring this back. It doesn't have all that much on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Let's put some, what do we got over here? We want to, I like this print, but it's just lacking something.
Jeanette Vilda. Aw, thank you. She says we're looking beautiful as usual.
I know.
Oh, she says everything looks beautiful as usual. I took that as myself.
Such a sweetheart. All right, I don't know. I've changed my mind.
I don't know if that's a very good idea.
Well,
fuzzy bits down.
Fuzzy bits. This is probably true.
Yeah. But you brayer over it. There you go.
Well, it did still have a little bit of sticky because it was,
Well, yeah, I think, but that
has the retarder. But I don't know that it's...
There's something that came off there. You got some more
there is, but I don't know that I want this to be kind of clean.
pattern static.
I need
You're really honing in on this.
I need a plate that's clean, doesn't have the mud.
Thanks, Jeanette.
All right, well, let's just put this aside for just a moment. Now, you obviously, I'm going to show you that this is, you know. Oh, what about that?
I want to see you mixing some trees and stuff today. Are you going to do them at all, or is that going to be Tuesday?
That's going to be a Tuesday.
Trees on Tuesday.
Trees on Tuesday.
Just wanted to, you know.
All right, I don't know that it helps it that, but I want to put this down and just see what happens. Oh yeah,
No.
That's not good. I don't even know that stencil is the one I need to use, but I think I do know which one to use. Now I just need to find a plate.
That's carnations. That's one of Darcy's, and you kind of did a double flip flop, I think there.
Yes.
Oh, Diane says you need to move that brayer sheet off. It looks fantastic.
Oh, by golly, you're right. Look at that rainbow
Oh,
stuff
yes.
going on there. Woohoo!
I mean, you couldn't have done that if you tried.
You couldn't have. All right, we have another boring brown print here that I think I'll use to get off. But this is what I want to use. Do you see why? If I use a white on this,
So you're going to block out a lot, is what you're saying.
I am. There's only going to be the lines of the circles there.
Okay.
So that it takes away from some of the busyness. Because I think that that's it. Visually, it just is, I just feel squirmy when I look at this.
It makes you squirm. I
Squirmy,
kind of like
wormy.
it.
Squirmy, wormy. I don't really like it. Okay, I've got to keep that over there. And I decided that we're going to do this one with the mucky muck on the plate, and hopefully we're going to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all this nonsense that we've got going on here.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe I should just go ahead and try to get it off with a... this is so hard.
Yeah.
So how about a little nickel azo gold? Because a lot of times I can get that to pull things. Sometimes not. But you know, nothing ventured. Oh, did you notice my nice clean paper today?
Mm-hmm. I know Patty's been on. She's showing Joan's new stencils. She's feeling a little jealous.
She's showing whose?
Joan. Smithers.
Oh, I don't know.
But she lists her stencils with iStencil. And they're good friends.
Ah.
And Joan would be going on the retreat thing typically, but she's not this year.
Oh. Jazzing up the fleurs here.
I think Anthony's staying.
You think
He
what?
was saying bye to Natasha, I believe, or sorry, to Mary. See, you gotta be careful about that blanket. Bye. You know, people think you're going. Yes, so Joan Smithies, her designs are listed under Patty in iStencils.
Well, I think all we did is put some more stuff down.
Yeah, you're adding more.
But look at this.
That's pretty.
It did pull off a little bit of the blue, but the gold is still shining through.
I'm leaning
now,
in.
this is a point to drive home here.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to maintain and keep your shiny gold, silver, platinum, copper, use one of the transparent colors because it will still show through.
All the metals.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, Deb says it looks like one of her grandma's tablecloths. I bet she's a fancy lady. We've got
Okay.
some of those for my
Really?
great-grandma.
Really, that
Fancy tablecloths.
that booger up. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? What do we got here? All right, I really like this, and I wonder if I can find.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I need something. I think Geopoly.
No, she's pulling out stencils.
Geopoly here.
Yeah, some old ones.
Well,
We got new people. They've never seen some of these.
yeah, and I think this is a good opportunity. All right.
Oh, so Jennifer Tobin, she showed, and so if y'all want to read the blog and see all the various spotlight other YouTubers that have been using our stencils and things, it's over in the blog. But Jennifer Tobin, she used, and she said it's probably going to become one of her most, one of her new favorites, are the wonky nets. Wonky nets always good.
I know. I've got it back over here. I don't know what I did with my big one though.
Oh, Diane's really wanted to see some trees on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Diane. Trees on Tuesday. Tuesday tree day.
Tuesday tree day. I want to work with them a little bit. I want to have some backgrounds ready to go for them that are already dried and off the plate, because I think I can do a much better job at showcasing them if I have a little time to work with them. Like I said, you saw me picking stuff out.
Hi,
I
Heather.
received those this morning.
Yeah.
So,
We cut them last.
yeah. Not,
Well, yesterday was a lot of... Brad was working on the deck. What was I doing?
I was working on Lori's stuff,
Yeah.
and it's not quite done yet, but I think
getting
it's
there.
going to be worth waiting for, okay?
Hear that, Lori?
Lori, I just, I really, I
Don't dock any points because she's late.
profusely apologize for, but if you hadn't sent such good stuff, you'd already have something. So, there you go. I just, it's not that I feel like I need to reciprocate in kind, but it's like if somebody took all of this time to do up such a bang-up job for me, well, I feel like
Oh, no worries, Lucy.
a schlepper.
And we leave the replays up, so yeah. I would just I wanted to make sure that you were here when we showed them, and then I'm sure they will pop up in lots of streams. Now that's Geopoly.
Yeah, this is Geopoly over my printed. See the printed?
Mm-hmm.
I need to shut up and get this down here.
Printed. You mean stamped?
Stamped.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
I was like, when were you printing
Uh-huh.
things? What paint did you use? This off-white one.
Lucas Krill.
Straight out of the bottle.
Straight out of the
The
bottle.
studio. Lucas Krill Studio.
Lucas Krill Studio. Yeah, it's different than the Pastos.
Yeah. They say it's beige.
4609.
Both are beige, but they're very, well, they're not very different, but they are different.
Yeah, one has a little bit more yellow in it. Beige is one of those colors that, well, you know how it is. All right, now on this one, I'm going to hold my hand here, pick it up. I'm going to give it a look-see to see if I'm getting all of my...
Kylie says Geopoly is one of her faves.
Thank you.
P designed that one. That was back when P was
It
designing
it was a drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Ink.
I cleaned it up.
Yes. Yes,
Had some rough edges. Been talking to Fran about rough edges.
Now look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, Melting Morocco is a good one too.
It is. It is. All right, now I've got this here. Oh, yeah. I need to...
Things are drying very quickly today.
Yeah, they are, and then they aren't. And I want to. And, the reason I'm doing this with the tissue paper is because with the solid paper, especially if it has paint on it, and this has many layers of paint, it isn't going to get down in there.
Got to get down on it.
And I want to be able to utilize what is underneath this, and I want just the lines.
And do you know why you only have the little one? Because that's all that was available. Only recently did we expand out. Now, and the one that P's showing right here, That's kind of a special request. That's not the one in the shop. We sized it so like the small one, like see, this one's been stacked up.
Yeah.
That's a special request.
I just said
You gotta know somebody.
Uh-oh, now that might look good. All right, well, here we are again with, waiting for our plate to dry. There's fingerprints on each end. You'll be able to recognize those later. That's got a lot on it. I'm going to have to let that one sit a spell. Let's see what we have here and if we could possibly pull it. That would be bloody marvelous.
That's right, Deb.
A bit smushy.
A little smushy, but I kind of like it.
I mean, we could even do another layer on this. And since I don't think it's so precious and wonderful, I think that's what we're going to do. Just put this bugger right back down here.
It is a great color, and it's a great pull paint. The Lucas Krills are great pull paints.
Yes.
And that was one of the things. Jennifer Tobin, she's a big fan of the Lucas Krill Arctic. She said that pretty much every gel printing session she's ever done has that color.
I also like that.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's just do something very brave.
Yes, so if you order the Geo Poly, because I think that's a 9x12. It goes right up to the edges, doesn't it? That Geo Poly that you got?
No, I was using my 8x10.
Okay.
So, the interior of it maybe.
Well, if you order an 8x10, if you order an 8x10 or a 9x12 and put in the notes, in all caps, I want the special one, we can do that. It's not that difficult. It's just that's not how we listed it, because it was like, well, let's be consistent. Because we're so known for our consistency.
That would be me.
Uh-huh. Hey, Kathy.
I want to get a little bit of a...
Oh, bye, Judy. Oh, that sounds fun.
Because I know I've got plenty here, too. I'm just kind of trying to get some of this off.
Yeah?
That I have a nice... Well, I hit that kind of heavy, didn't I?
Yeah, that
All
one
right,
spot.
so maybe I will just go ahead. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, well, and remember, this is the one, this is P's Franken-stenciled version of the, it's not 44 circles, but from the 44 rings. But this is P's rings and circles and rings and circles. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was great because Brad was like, he took a screenshot of what P had on the plate. I love that. I love those colors together. Well done.
Okay.
Five layers later, good things happen.
I'm telling you, a good print is only one, can be one
Layer.
away. One away. Okay, that's a little bit wet. I just touched a spot. Put a fingerprint on that. Oh well. It authenticates it. Gives it Provence. Built in.
Built in. I don't know. That's a lot of swirly business going on there, but I don't.
You think so?
don't
You think
know.
I should go squares?
No, I'll go with that. I kind of like that thought, actually.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to kind of... I've got this titanium white in this gushy stuff.
Yeah, now you're only going to be leaving, like, the lines. Okay.
But this is semi-transparent.
Here's my thought. Just a little,
Okay, well, just
just a little something.
shoot it out there, honey.
Something opaque, and then you pull it with something shiny and gold. Because then the lines will all be gold and that'll look pretty cool.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh, well, thank you. Or, you know, if you aren't on board with the gold thing, but something, you know, kind of fun.
Okay, I'm for it. I'm gonna go with opaque.
I think that would be lovely.
Phthalo.
Well, 1 second before you go down with that, keep in mind that the gold there will not be a very high contrast between the gold and the phthalo light blue.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay.
I think it's
She's going for the subtlety versus...
Yeah, then palsy wowsy.
Right.
Knock
I
your
was kind of
socks
thinking...
off and, you know, pierce your eyeball.
I was kind of thinking pierce your eyeball.
Kind of thing.
But that's okay. Oh, that's funny. I like that pierce your eyeball paint.
Well, we do have some of those paints. I don't use those very often.
Well, that's not true. You love that yellow.
I do love that yellow.
Yeah.
I do love it.
Mm-hmm. See, that particular stencil is really great for... Almost looks like a peace sign there.
Well, and then we've got this purple stuff going on out here also. This is going to be a very busy. Okay, that should dry reasonably quickly.
I like it.
I'm going to do something.
Hello, H. Schneider.
I'm thinking maybe hot pink.
Oh, yes. You know, I was like, yeah, I mean, bring on
that's going to make that blue kind of purple in places.
Well, and then it'll kind of tie in that purple a little bit better, because I know that's bothering you, that it's sort of just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sort of.
Sort of, kind of.
Oh, it does have a tribal tattoo kind of feel to it. We're going kind of tribal today.
Yes. All right, here we have our... Oh, look at how wonderful the little... squiggly marks on there.
Oh, there.
We're gonna pull this with something dark.
On the last one, there was a mention, 2 mentions of copper.
You know, I could mix in some. I don't know if that would work.
I really wish you had like this in a opaque.
I know that color. I don't know who makes that color, Mariah.
Now, you know what? You could mix this and the violet purple, the one that I threw at you today. I didn't throw it at you.
Ah, yeah.
It fell over.
Mm-hmm.
You could mix those two together and see if there's still a little shimmer that comes through with it. That might be kind of fun.
Certainly.
Those are some thoughts.
Good. Thoughts.
I'm going to try to get my chair out of the rut.
Thoughts. Let's see. Terrible brown.
Shakes everything.
What's this one? This one looks good if it's still...
Oh yeah, we just need a couple more. And welcome to those of you that are coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies.
Thumbsy upsies. We need to use this.
Yeah, that looks a little...
It's getting a little...
thick. It's extra heavy body.
Extra heavy body.
How do you get heavy body paints? Well, you just, leave them in a pot for a while. Hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Oh, look at that. We did it. Thanks,
What?
guys. We already got 100 likes. We're up to 116 people watching. That's awesome. Now remember, when we start getting up closer to, when we hit 200 viewers, start doing those giveaways again.
All right, well, that's not going to be a pull layer, folks. Got some
That's
weird
a
things
weird
going on
clumpy
with paint here. Whoa. But I think it's going to be a nice little old mucky looking.
Yeah?
Now I can still come in with and we've even got some gold in there. Did you see that?
Yeah. That did actually kind of pump up some of that other stuff.
It did.
Oddly enough.
Oddly enough.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about this is I know it's got retarder in it, so
Yeah.
we'll be waiting a while for that one. Let's check old blue here.
Hey, Kim.
Okay.
Things are drying pretty quick today.
Well,
I know that you say that dries quick.
Yeah. This is open. Drying fast. All right, what did we decide? Hot pink, right?
Yes.
Hot.
Well, or I was saying a mix of like this with one of the purpley businesses over there, your violets, and or even the one that, like I said, that fell on you today. That's the one.
And it's totally transparent. So
You haven't swatched that on the back. You need to put a better sticker over that, one of the good ones. Or not.
It says it's transparent. Sometimes these dudes, I don't know. It is a little bit.
But I think once you mix those two, I think it will be fine.
I think you're right.
Well, thank you. Hello, Christy. Hi, Pinka. No worries. You do need to come back and see the tree stencils, though. Watch the replay.
So it will totally be worth it.
I mean, I think a lot of you that kind of go to the shop and check out things or are in makers and whatnot probably have already been over there and seen the trees, but it's kind of fun to see them being shown. I don't think she got her own color, but she definitely has that favorite red. They're talking about use a foil red. We wanted to stick with the purple to tie in the purple that's already on one of those
plate,
earlier
remember
layers.
The mucky muck.
Yeah. Now you probably would have gotten a purple out of using a red, but
Well, I would have it in certain places on there. Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely
I don't know that
100% right about that.
certainly wasn't what I wanted this. This is what I wanted. Sometimes it matters.
Sometimes it do.
I love that. Anything that's like mulberry-ish and mulberry, yeah. Will you poke that light in a little bit?
Do what?
No, that one's kind of fine. There's still, you see a little bit of it, but your top one there, that works. And then
You want me to turn it so
push
it's
it
not-
in.
Oh, I see. So it's not right in the middle of my...
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh!
See, you need to kind of get a little stretch and all, you know. There you
How's
go.
that?
That's better.
Well, I think that is stunning.
Yes. Can you hold it up into the technology and give us a wiggle? Look at that. See, that's where the purples you probably weren't seeing when it was further away, but yeah. Oh, hey, Stephanie. Oh, goodness. Stephanie, Healer, she says, did I tell you that you are enablers or influencers? Hubby requested his own jelly plate after watching us.
How?
He's still in... He's still in his find out how it works stage, but he's a lot of fun, and that's what counts. Oh, that's
That is
awesome.
a great thing. Hey, you know, Prudence Mapstone, I talk about her all the time. She's the crocheter. Her husband started crocheting because they have a special event where she lives, and they have they make beanies, and it's it's like a charity thing. People come in and they donate their beanies that they've made, and people buy them, and that goes to a charity. I think. I don't know. Go over and talk to Prudence about it. But his are really interesting. It's this one, and it has this swath coming across it, and then kind of these little curly, cute dreadlock things coming down the side.
That's great.
And I just, I think sometimes when other people interpret...
Deb, you should be able to ask, you should be able to put in links now. I made you a moderator, so you should be able to drop in links.
Very good. All right, what do we have here?
But here, I'll drop in that link to our stories. Oh, yes, because Christy Hartman was one of the ones. Yeah, I know. Use your powers wisely, Deb. She says, oh, that's dangerous.
They'll send you to the timeout. All right, I might have to mix some colors here, folks. I'll tell you what.
Okay, I'm gonna fix this a little.
I want the darkness of the maroon. I just don't necessarily want the red. So what I'm going to do here, I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see. I'm going to get this out here, and then I'm going to mix some
Yes, I should add that, Deb. I will do that.
green with it. This would be the right color of green. Yeah,
Hey, Trish.
just take a little bit of... Don't really have a bright green anymore. Got a lime green, that might be good. No, but I want to keep it dark. I want to keep it dark. Oh, Jenkins. What am I thinking? I forget I've got old Jenkins here.
I thought you were cussing, but not, you know, like, not cussing. That sounds like a... Oh, Jenkins! That might be one of my new ones.
Yeah, this is absolutely perfect. What are you laughing about?
Jenkins.
Forget about old Jenkins over here. You know, it's just sits there and
Yeah. Stews.
stews.
What about stew?
No, it's Jenkins. Not
No,
stew.
Jenkins. Oh.
Ah, yes. Oh, I hope it's enough to cover it. I don't think it's going to be.
Oh.
This is flying by the seat of your pants. Here, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't mix up enough paint.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doop. What was that? That was quinacridone magenta. Magenta.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'm trying to neutralize it out.
With Jenkins.
Without, you know, mussing about.
Oh, and I think there's talk of saving your brayer off. Man, that paint is, like, that stuff that was down there earlier is some weird business.
I know it is.
It's kind of, what do you say when it's mealy?
It's mealy.
It's got a texture to it.
It's got a texture to it.
That's holding paint. 'Cause see that paint slick that's in the middle? It's very strange.
This may be one of those ones
Oh, God.
that I was talking about. Somebody had, you know, they showed me their jelly plate, and it was just a whole bunch of paper with a bunch of. Still, this may be that one.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I think I saved it.
I love that color.
I think that's a marvelous color. Don't we wish
It's like dark mauve. Mauve. Mauve.
Mauve.
Mauve.
All right, now we're going to do some super elephant stomping brayering here, or baroning here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of that. I don't need to be jabbing the edge of that lucite plate into.
Oh, bye, Natasha. Oh, I understand. This is the stuff that brings the newcomers back. That's what Eddie says. I don't know if he's being facetious or not. Oh, bye, Linda. No worries. Yeah, it's 2:30 a.m. in Australia. Thanks for hanging. Well, look at that. That one's called pulling it out of your Jenkins.
Thank you, Jenkins.
And then the other 20
Now,
pages.
here's the thing. We are relying on the gel plate gods that's going to come off of there.
Whatever weirdness that was happening with that mealy business is getting enough contact that it's allowing it to, you know, adhere and pull everything up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, it's going to be a thick boy. That's what Rhonda said.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be covering boxes with this. I'd have to
No. That's
get
frame
a
it.
hammer and hammer it around the corners.
Could make it his own box.
Yeah, really, seriously, we've got enough there.
Oh, my goodness.
Alrighty. Wow, I think, well...
That's Geopoly, but please keep in mind that the Geopoly that is in the store is not that particular one. This is a special Geopoly that has been stacked up, so it's like the small... So it is the small scale of what would, like the 5x7 would be. But see what we did with the ones that are in the shop, the 8x10 and 9x12, it is actually the small that is expanded, so it has larger holes. Because we were thinking that most people probably would like that more so.
Definitely, I do, because
This was kind of an experiment.
I do not clean.
Yeah.
I don't like to clean my stencils, and if you're not a clean stencil kind of person, that you want to go for the bigger holes.
Go for the bigger holes. That's the one that's in the shop. But if you do want the special one, please leave it in the notes. Make it very clear. Put lots of exclamation points, and you know, I want the special Ginkgo poly. That's a lot of paint. This is Fern. This is the Lucas Krill Studio Fern. It's not quite this limey green in real life.
I know, and I just wish Lucas would do a different container, because I don't know how this one's supposed to work. But you know, I clipped the lid off of the other one, but I stuffed it back on and glued
and they
it
didn't.
on.
Well, and they didn't have it available in the tube. I would have gotten smaller.
Yeah.
That was what was on sale, and that
Right.
might be one of the reasons.
Yes, because it's a crappy design.
Yeah.
Crappy design.
Brad or Mariah for what? For the design, P actually made that. The Ginkgo poly. The P
No,
original.
That's from a drawing. Mm-hmm. Okay, Lori, did you see this?
I was wondering where you were at, Fran. Give those thumbsy upsies.
Thumbsy upsies?
She's been working on some things.
Hey, I hear you.
I didn't want to bother her.
I haven't been too active on Facebook because I've been working on stuff for...
Oh, okay. Just put it in the special instructions. And what's funny is because Brad was like, why is this in Cricut? He's like, what is this Ginkgo poly? So we took it out of Cricut so nobody would get confused. Now I'm going to put it back in. The Ginkgo poly with the smaller.
Oh.
The large version with the same size holes.
I'm just going to start off with this paper because I'm still attempting to make tags for you, Lori. And I was totally intimidated by the absolute wonderfulness of yours. And I looked at mine and, well, I'll use those for something else. But, yeah. I did send you some awesome...
Hey, you need to show them Ripley Railroad, too, because we got some new people. They should see some Ripley.
Oh,
you should
we
put
had
Ripley Railroad.
2 pieces of paper. I was going to go, are you kidding me?
Didn't try that fast.
Are you kidding me?
That's funny.
Oh. Funny things happening.
Yes.
All right.
There
I
she is with
still
them
don't
upside-
know. I like, of course I like. The fern is, it's like a wonderful neutral, because if I use the fern with orange, it looks completely different.
It's like a gray.
It really, honestly is. It
Picks
is
up
just
whatever.
a fabulous color. But I think I can work with this on the tags. We may lose the whole idea of the phoenix, but I'm sending you extras, so, you know, no worries.
You'll be hooked up on some
You'll
Phoenix.
be hooked up on phoenixes for a while. I made a special, and this is the reason I wanted to show you this, is because I know we share purple as one of our favorite colors. It really is. I love purple. I look good in purple. But, and not necessarily this color with the purple, though. I know that's a color that you really need, like,
If you
dark skin.
Yes.
You
I
look
mean, and
fabulous.
even like, basically, like, there's that one supermodel, and she's just dark black.
Almost
looks
blue-black.
I mean, I only could wish to look that good in those types of colors, but you have to have that skin color. I wear that, and I look like you're like, are you okay? You need a bucket? You gonna be okay? And even if you still have that lovely, like, kind of chocolatey skin tone, some of those yellows and stuff still don't look quite right, because it's almost like it's in that same hue.
It's a hard
color
to wear. It really honestly is. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Terry, just email me. If you've already placed your order, email me with a note Or message me.
All right, this is
I'll
looking
put my
good.
email in
Don't you think
again.
that's looking good?
Oh. Thanks, Darcy.
No.
Okay. Oh, she found it. Perfect. Wonderful. All right.
Okay, well, here's the problem, folks.
Are you all out of plates?
I'm all out of
All
plates.
out of plates. And
Unless I
don't know
go
what
with
to
the
do.
smaller version.
Yeah, what is this little thing that's happening over here?
Well,
This is a science experiment.
science experiment.
She's making collage material.
I can glue that down. Don't you worry about it.
Worry about that.
There, sister.
I know, but then you got still paint down at the bottom.
I got some.
There's another piece of that sort of business.
See, I'm getting all this
Yeah,
stuff up.
You did.
Ah.
Oh, why is... Okay, that was weird. I just don't know what's going on with the phone thing. It dings every once in a while.
See how you go back and get that from the other side? But look at that. That looks like a landscape painting. Long and thin.
Long and thin. It's more of a panoramic.
Panoramic, exactly.
I got her to chuckle.
I like that. Well, I'm still going to have some oopsie goopsie on the edges, but I think overall, I'm optimistic.
Oh, Anne says, don't you worry about it. About it. Needs to be on your list of little, sayings.
Don't you worry about it. We got it covered someplace.
That'll be another t-shirt. The art will still be unfurling.
Unfurling is right. I'm going to have to back roll this baby.
Adulting is definitely overrated.
Well, if I'd had the paper where I was supposed to have it instead of,
I don't even know why you worry about that anymore.
I don't either. I mean, I've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah.
It's like my allergies.
Yeah, we all know.
I want you to know you could you could wallpaper with this. It's got so many layers.
She meant shush it.
Hey, but
That's fantastic.
I think it's okay.
I don't know what we're doing with these big old thickies, but
I don't either. Well, you could fussy cut them.
oh, you could. That would be cool. Put them in a book.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna.
They don't need pop dots. They're not that thick. But that was funny.
That was funny. Okay. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and
You got
this crap off.
You got
of here.
15 minutes. Please don't clean your plate for the last.
What?
I said you got 15 minutes. Please don't. Just.
Well, I'm not going to clean the whole thing. I'm just
Okay.
getting the excess so that I can use the bottom part of this.
Yeah.
Jeez. You're kind of bossy, Mariah.
I know. I gotta keep you in line.
Pshaw. Y'all know how to say pshaw? It's one of those automatopoeia words.
Bye, Trish.
Where are you going? Going to pee?
No, she's gonna take a nap. Jeez, really? Yeah. Say she been-
I'm going to take a nap today, too. I stayed up with... Oh, my gosh. Dr. Kathy died.
Oh, why are you giving spoiler alerts to things? That's just rude.
Well, that's my soap opera I'm watching from Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just so sad.
Yeah. Thought you said you were gonna stop watching that business before bed.
I know. I really need to. Because I did think about it.
Maybe next week when she's done with the series.
There were 7 seasons.
Bye, Kylie. Thank you so much for hanging. It was so good to have you here.
Yes, it was. We look forward to working with you, and...
Hey, we could send those to Paula and she'll make journal covers out of those thickies.
What?
She said journal covers for those thickies, but I'm thinking we should send them to Paula.
This wadded tape?
No, the thickies.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll send her my tape, too, if she wants it.
Tape,
I don't really understand. People supposedly do things with that.
Yeah.
Haven't figured anything out.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. Okay, yay! We've got a plate. And we've got some. Oh, remember we were going to do this jobber.
Oh, and she does need you need a new book. You could use one of those to cover the book. Little spiral notebook. She's running out of, that she uses for her thoughts.
I'm feeling that.
That's not really you.
Too cute.
Yeah.
I want to send it to somebody else that does really nice, cute stuff.
Okay.
That wouldn't be me. I can do cute once in a while, but my cute usually turns out looking like crap and, wannabes.
Mm.
I'm just, I'm not invested in it. All right, so what are we going to do here?
I'll be sure to write you sanitary towels out on the outside of the shipment.
Absolutely.
That's
All right,
funny.
what are we thinking here?
Oh, I like that. I do. I think you had mentioned using the white, but I'm really feeling like, oh, that might be interesting. I'm down for that.
Okay, me too. All right, I'm getting it out from underneath.
Oh, yes, and we can send some of those thickies to Julie Torrance for her cover. She's doing such a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sugar biscuits. I mean, she sent us her journal.
Oh, my gosh, really? This would have been perfect. Look, feel it. It feels
Maybe
like
I
wallpaper.
could put some of those in here, and maybe we could send it back and forth to each other. I could do a little bit, and then I'll send it back to her. She could do a little bit more. Oh, look at that. Here. You have the big
I don't
screen.
know why I handed it to you. It was like having a moment there. Let me get this out of here because I don't want... I've got a pretty good plate going here. Reasonably clean.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you should just send it back to her. We'll just muck it up. Or I'd muck it up. Mariah would.
Well, I can do... I think maybe I will. I'll do some in it, and then I'm going to send it back to her and see what else she'll do. Maybe I can write her little notes and things in there.
Yes.
Julie, once you're watching this on replay, because I think she's having to work, but
Oh, bless her heart.
I'll reach out to her, too.
Yeah, okay. Well, now I don't notice this page, but I think she leaves some of them blank so that
like
people can write stuff.
Yeah, we don't write things. We just make more art.
Yeah, that would look really good
that's
there.
really good there.
Just love these little...
And if I brought in a little bit of green to that other page,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
that would be perfect. And I know how to make those flowers in green. I know the person that created those. And actually, we should do a stamp like that.
You should.
But it would have to be a PM special.
It would.
Because that's never been
It
available.
would only be available to certain people.
You gotta know somebody.
I love the stitchy stuff.
I know. See, and I would
And
never
I
be
love
able
the
to
bird bum here.
Yeah, the bird bum. So where's his head?
And look at, she just put in this tissue paper just like that.
know,
I think that's
brave
so...
woman.
Oh, and look, she put
She did that
little
washi.
strip of washi.
And it goes on both sides. And it was a perfect washi.
Look at that print. Oh, that is just...
Exactly.
I
The
love
sisterhood of
it.
a traveling journal. Maybe other people would want a little piece of it. You know, like to
You
add
can
something.
write on the back. I'm going to write some stuff.
Okay. Oh, Julie would love that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do some stuff, and then we're sending it back to her.
Oh, my God. You know I love this blue.
Well, yeah, that was the one. I actually tried to throw that away. It's like, put that in that packet. Yeah.
Oh, and I might doodle a little hither and yon.
Fran wants to know if you're going to try some collagraphs sometime. I mean, we have texture boards.
We do. I don't know, Fran. I'm just not into that right now. I know what it is. It's just a real pain in the padootie, and I'm not sure the payback is enough for me.
Yeah,
I love this.
Oh, the little people.
Singing money.
Well, that's the little ticket.
You should show my girls.
Oh, we should show your girls. I was thinking about that when she was doing that.
Oh, I love the gingham. Gingham. I love it.
Your girls aren't as sweet and happy. They're a little sad. And like, what happened?
Well, they just got off of the refugee boat.
Yeah.
And I love, as he used to call them, Mingos. Let's go see the Mingos, Gigi.
Here are your girls.
Sewing small pieces together gives me a peaceful heart and a quilt to wrap you with, my love. Jim Harkins, are you listening to that? Oh, Benita Skinner. Oh, if he's listening, that small, sewing small pieces together gives me a peaceful heart and a quilt to wrap you with, my love. Hey, that dude makes some awesome quilts. I love it. Drizzle and Drove.
I saw that too. I was like, that was perfect. Well, I don't know if she actually.
No, I can't read that.
I don't think that was meant to be.
I love the Nautilus. Now, this was a stamp.
We should make that into a stamp.
We should.
We made it into a stencil.
It is. It's a eraser
And mask.
eraser stamp right now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her.
I know, and she has a
Her purple.
she has a little
purpleness.
starfish in her pocket that you can take in and out.
Oh my!
How brilliant is that?
Look at that.
I found that out accidentally because I was like, oh God, did I break it? Because I didn't remember seeing her do that one.
This how she used this print is so beautiful, and I don't know how did you make that right in the middle? That is just amazes
She
me.
did that by like just eyeballing.
And
Yeah.
look at here's another little Nautilus with some wonderful shells.
Mm-hmm.
Drive in drivel. Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of drivel available out there. Drill master, drink.
All the D's.
Well, you know, in the drink, that's another way of saying, you know,
Uh-huh.
in a pool of water, large pool of water. Please place specimens in the correct catalog. I like that.
Isn't it lovely?
And this is really cool, this little hoop-de-doo thing here. I don't know what it is exactly, but I like it. That's cool.
It's a paper doily. A piece of it.
Oh, it's like the real deal.
Yeah, see? Like one of those.
Yeah, one of these.
But she sprayed it and stuff.
Oh.
See, we find this stuff fascinating because it's not like things that we really have.
The stars are numerous as the sand on the seashore.
Now, I did that. Because that actually
Deutschland.
came from my
Look,
book.
Jeanette.
She's not listening to me.
Jeanette, do you have any cancels? Is she still with us? I don't know if she is or not.
Jeanette Vilda.
Jeanette Vilda, any canceled German stamps?
She has a lot of things. I bet she
Oh, look, and she paid that. That's really cool. I love, oh, and look, this leaf here.
That's another stamp.
That's another one of my stamps.
Oh, she's still here. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just if you get a chance. I'll trade you stamps. Matsuo Basho, a 16th century poet.
This also came from my journal.
Clouds come from time to time and bring to men a chance to rest from looking at the moon.
She has a Neuschenstein stamp.
Are you willing to part with that? We can talk about swapping.
We got 7.
In the sea surf edge mingling with bright small shells, bush clover petals. The rough sea stretching out towards Sado, the Milky Way.
Yes. So Fran has been doing the collagraph stuff on her channel. Last couple of streams, I think. So Friday and Wednesday.
And here's the dude.
Yeah.
I like things that inform.
Oh yeah, we should make the starfish into a stamp.
Yeah.
Because that is the stamp. That's her stamp.
It's one of my stamps. I worked this an inordinately long time to come up with this shell.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yes, and it got reworked a few times.
And then I made one and Mariah said it looked like a dog turd, so I don't use that.
It does look like a little pile of poo.
Oh, here's the rest of our birdie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I never think to use seaweed.
Oh, seaweed makes me angry sometimes because it either cuts or, I mean, there was one time it took me four cuts, 4 times in the machine.
Well, I would never have imagined that. It's because of the long, loosey-goosey parts.
It's not a great one to use on a sticky mat because when it's a lot of floppy bits.
Pull it apart.
Yes, and we send both parts. So.
Hey, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that little. That's original.
Yeah.
That's not a
She signed that.
stamp or not a
Yeah.
sticker. Good job. I like how you
I love how
piled up the stuff on top of each
and
other.
the flower, how it ends up just right there in the little notch. That's. I know she didn't plan that, but that's some
She
good.
probably did. Some people do those things. Look at
Yeah.
this is a duo. Look at this little cute little stuff down here, swirly doos.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the Nazis? And some more little papers to write on with cute little.
That's from the kit. Now the poster thing doesn't come with it because I didn't know what the copyright and stuff was on that. So, but I had printed those out for my journal.
It's a postcard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a miniature postcard.
Yes, I created that, and that's actually in public domain. So I think that does come with the
A
kit.
Handful of Sand is Anthology of the Universe. David McCord.
So yeah, remember Julie won the blue packet, and that's why I'm saying like a lot of this stuff came from when I made my little 4 set of Cloudy Seaside journals. And so there's some stuff that was like I custom designed for myself that because I knew I wasn't going to sell it. That it's not in the kit because some of it's not
Look at that
public domain.
gel print. Good job. Okay, this cracks me up.
Izzy loved it.
Loved this.
She's like, "Did you see the little card in the back?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I did." It's so great.
Okay, she tells us who everybody is.
Yeah, Izzy hadn't. Yeah. So the pink ones are me and Izzy. And I don't know who she said those were, but it was like her friends or something.
Oh. Well, that is just wonderful. And I just love how this seaweed looks on that music paper.
I know. And a lot of it, she just kind of, it's that stamping technique where you just sort of use the little brushy things. Or dabbed
the
it.
pouncers.
Yeah, I think she pounced that. But I'm pretty sure she
certainly
used the
like
inks.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, I want to go through and write some stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll send this. Can I fold it?
Yeah, and then I want to glue down some things. And maybe
Mariah's insistent on gluing. I'm not a big gluer anyway. I usually just hand that stuff off to her.
I'm the gluer.
And here's a really nice gold piece that could be used in here.
Oh, I think
Oh, and look at that edge.
Yeah, well, it goes with the print. That's part of it.
Now, here's the poop. You want the poop?
Hey, maybe. Sometimes it's some good stuff to use on the edge of a tag or whatever. It looks cool. Like, it looks poopy there, but...
Well, and it does have that little stripe of blue there.
Might be just the thing you need.
Might be just the thing that you need.
This is how packets get made.
Well, Julie, thank you for that. That was wonderful. All right, I'm going to show you. Where's the rest of them? There's a whole bunch of them.
Well, flip them over. Remember, they're two-sided.
Yeah, I know, but there's more than this.
Oh, jeez. Hold on.
Where's the boat that they came over on?
Oh, lady.
We have layers of crap.
Oh, there's the boat. Ah. Here, you gotta dig through it. Well, that stuff Mo did. So cool.
Okay, so this is when I first started out gel printing and I didn't know diddly squat about anything. So this thing here, you can see it just sort of evolved. I wanted it to be sort of boat-like to hold my peeps.
My peeps.
I love her. And then on the other side is this one, but look at that is some lace that you sent to me, Jeanette.
It is, yes.
And then they fit in the boat. And this one has a babushka. But look at that's some wonderful textury stuff there.
Hold it up into the technology so they can really... There you go.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
This is with kitchen towels. I'm not going to call them paper towels anymore.
I know, I love that, kitchen
refer
towels.
to them as kitchen towels.
I like that. It sounds more.
And these are sort of
That
Brock
lace has had a lot of life.
Brock inspired collages, which I think are, you know, it's. I was learning how to use
Brock or Baroque?
Brock.
Brock.
Braque. Him and Picasso did, you know, the cut paper thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, here she is. This is her passport. Look at that cool stuff on the other side. And
That was some
that's
packaging.
That's the seal. And here's another one.
Hold it up to the technology. There you go. P drew all those faces. They're always so.
Look
sad.
at that little. I just do sad faces, Mariah. I don't have. Here, this
one,
one's
yeah.
scary.
Mm-hmm.
It has its own little envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that might be the captain of the ship.
I'm sorry, Terry.
What?
She says my intention today was to listen to you folks and clean my studio. Well, instead I have spent $100 and made 4 different gel prints. And more mess, not less.
This is just a little piece that got some stuff glued down on it.
Yeah, parts. That's kind of a little scrap make.
Yeah, but I think these are really, I think they're sort of cool. They need to go someplace. But boy, I got carried away with the edging there, didn't
Oh,
I?
that's when you were, I think that's when you first got your stays on and you just,
I went a little
she's a heavy stays on her.
heavy stays on it. These are
Oh
mine.
yeah, it's time. We gotta go. All right. Thank you guys for so much for hanging out. We very much appreciate it. We will be back here on Tuesday. Remember, some new information about giveaways and things on Tuesday. So be here or be square. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.